When I think of DayBreak, I think of the sun that brightens your day.
When I think of DayBreak, I think of support.
When I think of DayBreak, I think of love.
I think of respect.
Integrity.
Illumination.
Humanity.
When I think of DayBreak, I think of family. There are communities around the world that do a really good job of taking care of their elders. We can do better here. 80% of our seniors are living below the federal poverty line, earning just over $1,000 a month. As you can imagine, this can be very difficult, especially if their partner dies or if they end up getting evicted with very limited income and trying to navigate surviving.
For each client, we provide a care plan. The care plans cover 4 quadrants: income, housing, medical, and social. So income, making sure that they have some kind of money coming through, Social Security or so forth. Medical is making sure that they have insurance and they have access to a doctor. So something happens, they can at least be medically, see a doctor, know where to go. Housing, of course, big one, make sure that they're secure, safely housed. And social is, to be out there, going to a day program, connecting them to their families. We are supporting a very vulnerable population.
At the time and in the place where I was living was about to kill me just being there. Everything was soaked and rat infested and roach infested and asbestos everywhere, and I couldn't breathe in there no more. I got some help from the people from elderly abuse, and that's where I hooked up to DayBreak.
We do rapid rehousing, and we also do case management services for seniors in Alameda County. We work with various partners throughout the county, such as Adult Protective Services, Kaiser Hospital, Eden Hospital. We also accept self-referrals from clients who find themselves in need. I would say one of our biggest goals is to prevent homelessness here in Alameda County.
DayBreak, for me, it saved my life from me being homeless. I don't know where I was at. I was at the state of mind. I didn't care about even anything. I didn't care about nothing. But when Miss Eddie came to my house and was encouraging me, that was the best thing. I believe she went above and beyond. When you care about people and you care about your job, these 2 people, Anitra and Miss Eddie, is somebody I would never forget.
It's not about where you've been and how you got here and what did you do wrong. There's value in every individual, and that's what I want to pull.
With DayBreak and our seniors in the community, we have seen a decrease in them coming back to our hospital because they're actually taking care of themselves.
Going to DayBreak gives me relief. I had a stroke and it hindered my right side. What I appreciate about the class is it makes me feel better. It takes away the pain. It makes me rest easier.
We have a housing program manager who has built a lot of relationships with community members who are offering housing that is suitable, appropriate, and oftentimes offers assistance with these elders' activities of daily living, such as cooking food for them, doing laundry.
I have an independent living and I provide housing or shelter plus care services for individuals. Take care of them like a family member because I include them in my own house. So, as seniors, they do need a proper housing, they do need proper clothing, they do need proper shelter, they do need like any individual that needs.
My husband was diagnosed with Parkinson's by the Veterans Administration. We know that DayBreak cares about our loved ones, but they really care about us. And that really shines through in Karen's work. And she seemed to anticipate my needs before I even could identify them. She could see me heading down a path where I was utterly exhausted when my husband had a hospital visit and the subsequent days where I was getting absolutely no sleep. And that's when she told me, I think it's time you get a social worker, you get help. It just seemed like she knew before I knew what was going to happen or what I would be facing, and she had solutions.
We want the community to be aware that there is support and there is compassion in this incredibly difficult task of caregiving.
And most recently, we started a pilot with Beth Eden Baptist Church, where both family caregivers and elders can engage in community, as well as education and training on how to care for a loved one and yourself. I have to give all the credit to the amazing team that I have. We internally treat each other like we're family, and so there's a ripple effect into how we treat our clients. We listen to their needs and what it is that they want and make sure that they're able to live a life of dignity.